made us sit on metal, left us in the heat, made us feel very anxious.
Made us very anxious.
Come again.
D.
D is correct. D is correct. And now, I come to you again, Opoku School. Listen attentively. From the words lettered A to D, choose the one that best completes each of the following sentences. Now the answers are 2, and you are supposed to fit them into the blank spaces I will indicate to you and tell me the most appropriate answer. Was the government plans to dash all illegal dash in the country. The government plans to dash all illegal dash in the country. A. Repatriates and immigrants as the options. B. Extradite migrants as the option. C. Expel citizens as the options. D. Repulse refugees as the option.
A
is absolutely correct. Correct. St. Hubert's, major question to you. Same preamble. The parliamentarians felt that the editorial comment of the newspaper was an dash to their dash. The parliamentarians felt that the editorial comment of the newspaper was an dash to their dash. A. Escape powers. B. Affront reputation. C. Affliction esteem. D. Adversary rights.
affront reputation.
Absolutely correct. Armed forces. Major question to you. Same preamble. The chief's dash was exposed when he admitted his dash in the burglary. The chief's dash was exposed when he admitted his dash in the burglary. And your answers are: A. Apprehension plots. B. Careless assault. C. Indebtedness guilt. D. Deceitfulness involved.
D.
D is correct for 3 points. Correct for 3 points. Formina Tiamas. From early childhood, Azuma dash some of the remarkable traits of his dash father. From early childhood, Azuma dash some of the remarkable traits of his dash father. Your options are: proved daft, necessitated skillful, managed ingenious, exhibited illustrious.
Exhibited illustrious.
That is correct for 3 points. Correct for 3 points. And now, back to you again, Opoku School. Choose the most appropriate type of figurative language used in the sentences I'm going to read out to you. Example: the rain falls like the sun rising upon the mountains is a simile. Opokuware. The fly buzzed past us. The fly buzzed past us. This is a personification, a simile, onomatopoeia, alliteration.
Onomatopoeia.
Correct for 3 points. Correct for 3 points. St. Hubert's. The sunflower nodded their yellow heads. The sunflower nodded their yellow heads is an example of onomatopoeia, personification, simile, metaphor.
Personification.
Correct for 3 points. Armed forces. Charming children sat in the corner. Charming children sat in the corner. It's an example of alliteration, personification, a hyperbole, and idiomatic expression.
The options again.
Alliteration, personification,
alliteration.
Correct for 3 points. Formula TIMAS. We had to wait forever. We had to wait forever. It's a metaphor, a hyperbole, personification, simile. We had to wait forever.
Hyperbole.
The hyperbole is correct for 3 points. And now, listen very attentively. And the preamble is to all schools. I am going to read out some lawbreakers, and then you tell me the technical name for them. Example: a person who attacks and robs people, often in the streets, is known as a maga. Opokuware. And the questions are transferable for a bonus of 1 point. 15 seconds for a maximum or a major question, and then 10 seconds if it is a bonus. Opokuware school. A person who causes damage or disturbance in public places is a person who causes damage or disturbance in public places
Is an anarchist.
My brother, never. Come again, one attempt. Opokuware school. I transfer. St. Hubert's.
A hooliganist.
Come again.
Hooliganist.
Come again.
Hooligamist.
Hooligamist. Okay. That is a word you have invented today. Armed forces. No idea. Formina. No idea. And the word is a hooligan. A hooligan. Okay. St. Hubert's. Major question to you. A person who sets fire to properties illegally is called. Person who sets fire intentionally to properties illegally is called
an arsonist.
An arsonist. I will give it to you. Correct for 3 points. An arsonist. Armed forces. Armed forces. A person who murders for political reasons or a reward is. A person who murders for political reasons or a reward is
an assassin.
Correct for 3 points. An assassin is correct. Formula TIMAS. A person who hides on a ship or plane to get a free journey is called. A person who hides on a ship or plane to get a free journey is called Formina. Make the people of Formina very proud.
A stowaway.
A stowaway is correct for 1 point. Correct for 1 point. We move on to spelling B. Opokuware. Spell the following words in 2 attempts, 15 seconds for me. And your word, schizophrenia. Schizophrenia, a psychotic disorder characterized by distortions of reality. Schizophrenia.
Schizophrenia. SCHIZOPHRENIA. Schizophrenia.
Absolutely correct for 3 points. Correct for 3 points. St. Hubert. Your word is silhouettes. Silhouettes. And listen, a 2-dimensional representation of the outline of an object. Silhouettes.
Sir. SURRATE.
My brother, it's not correct. Come again. Last attempt. Silhouette. I pass. Armed forces.
Silhouette. SILHOUTTE. Silhouette.
Go over again.
Silhouette. SILHOUETTE. Silhouette.
Correct for 1 point. Correct for 1 point. Armed forces. Your word is irascible. Irascible. Adjective, being irritable, quick-tempered. Irascible.
Irascible. IRRUCIBLE. Irascible.
My brother, is not correct. Come again.
Irascible. IRRUSI.
Formula TI mass bonus to you.
Irascible. IRRAS.
Come again. Take your time. Go.
Irascible. IRRASCIBL.
Opokuware School. Bonus to you.
Irascible. IRASCIBLE.
Correct for 1 point. Correct for 1 point. And the last one to you, Formula. Word is Kermogene. Kermogene. A bad-tempered, cantankerous person. Kermogene.
Kermogene. CURMUDGEON.
Correct for 3 points. Correct for 3 points. And now, we move on to the last part, which is riddles. You are attempting to answer by ringing a bell. All of you are competing for the same answer. And now, should you ring the bell and get the question wrong, you have no right to come in again. If you do, I will deduct 3 points from your accumulated marks. What that means is that if you ring it and you get it wrong, you are out of that particular riddle. Let's hear the sound of your bell. St. Hubert Seminary, from Armed Forces, and then Formula. Okay, so Formula, yours will be sorted out soon so that we can move on. But let me remind you that this program is brought to you by Jofel Catering Services. For your sumptuous local and continental meals, the only place to visit is Jofel Catering Services. Find them on Accra Road at Enyinem and in Kumasi at Freeman Center and at the airport runabout. Call them on 03223 90865. Formula, let's hear your bell. We are ready to go. Listen attentively. I am by nature a solitary St. Hubert. Come again. Shield is correct for 5 points. Let's go on to the second riddle. Quiet, please. I am. Quiet, please. I am pleasing to the eye.
Appearance.
Come again.
Appearance.
Appearance is correct for 5 points. Quiet, please. Quiet, please. And the last riddle. Quiet. I could last longer than you think. It's never too late to start thinking about me, because whether you like it or not, you will eventually embrace me. Opokuware.
Death.
My brother, don't die. Don't attempt to die. Let's go on. I could. Sorry, you rang the bell, St. Hubert. Go on, St. Hubert. Okay, so St. Hubert is bailed out. Let's move on. Quiet. I could last longer than you think. The longer you live, the longer you enjoy or endure me. Even though I am inevitable, most people do not have any plan for me. Sadly, I eventually catch up with them. Formina.
Future.
Come again.
Future.
Future is not correct. Armed forces.
Age.
It is not age. I was looking for retirement. If you had waited a bit longer, it would have been clear to you. All right. We move on to the problem of the day. The problem of the day is worth 15 marks. 15 marks. And now, this is the problem of the day. First, identify the odd one out. I have given you a logic list, and you are identifying the odd one out. Correct, accurate, right, wrong is for 1. Tongue, mouth, head, lip, 2. 3. Neck, eye, ear, nose, 4. Article, booklet, headline, column, 5. Strike, rap, pat, tap. That is for A. Now, the next or the part B, a declarative statement states an idea. Interrogative asks a question. Imperative gives an order or direction. Exclamatory conveys strong emotions or excitement. Now, state whether the following statements I give or I have given you are declarative, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory. 1. Be sure to enclose a stamped self-addressed envelope. 2. Has anyone ever photographed the Loch Ness monster? C. 3. Which is longer, a meter or yard? 4. The phoenix and the unicorn are mythical creatures. 5. Sand the surface lightly before applying the second coat. 6. What a dreadful sight it was. 7. Please sit down. 8. Natives in Bono once used human skulls as money. 9. The eggs laid in a single nest are called a clutch. And 10. Is it bigger than a bread box? Then you go to part C. Now, under the part C, you are giving me the abstract nouns of the following words: peculiar, gallant, sterile, candid, valiant. You give me the abstract nouns of the following. And the last one, give the respective sounds made by the following animals. Elephant does what? A hyena does what? A sheep does what? And a wolf does what? A is worth 5 marks. B is worth 5 marks. C is worth 2.5 marks. And D is worth 2.5 marks. In all, you have 15 marks for that. I am giving you 7 minutes to finish. Good luck to you, and start work. And let me remind you that this program is proudly sponsored by Success City Academy, number 1 Asi Remedial School in the Ashanti region. Success City Academy won 2014-2016 Remedial School in the Ashanti region, best remedial school in the Ashanti region. They offer full-time remedial school for regular students and part-time remedial school for workers and day students from various institutions. They have a hostel facility for both boys and girls. Programs offered include business, general arts, agricultural science and visual arts. You can find Success City at Opsit, K Poly, or call them on 020-818-0042 or 0249-712828. Success City Academy, success, they say, is their name. Code Train. Now, did you know that there is a high demand for software developers in Ghana, Africa, and globally? It is for this reason that Code Train transforms anybody into a world-class professional software developer in just a year and connects them to local and international companies for employment. So why stay unemployed when Code Train is here for you? The goodies are enormous. You get one-on-one teaching, great learning environment, career counseling and mentoring from top software professionals, internships, and job opportunities. Co-train is targeted at high school students, tertiary students, and graduates. Find Co-train in Accra and in Kumasi at Kote near KNUST, or call them on 0545 792397 or 0548 604333. You can visit their website on www.cotraingh.com. Jemmy Cream and Treats is proudly associated with this program. It's your home of ice creams, ice cubes, smoothies, beverages, pancakes, waffles, etc. Locate them on TUC Oduke Street or call Jemmy Creams on 03224 94826 or 0244 232 933. Better Malt is a proud headline sponsor of this program, and it is a non-alcoholic, nourishing, true malt beverage with fortifying vitamins, minerals, and nutrients for a good boost, which makes it a perfect complement for on-the-go occasions. Better Malt comes in 330 ml PET bottle and 330 ml returnable glass bottles. Get refreshed, get a chilled one now. And then Alpha Art Integrations, and they produce awards and trophies, citations and plaques, door and office labeling, wood carvings, and decorative wall pieces. Locate Alpha Art Integrations at Bomso Gate near KNUST or call them on 0249 505458 0249 505458. Alpha Art Integrations, the professionals they call themselves. Some few minutes to round up, and then you would go and present your solution for us to see what you did. This is Ultimate High School Quiz, brought to you by Ultimate 106.9 FM in partnership with the Ashanti Regional Students Representative Council and the Regional Education Directorate, together bringing you the Ultimate High School Quiz competition. If you are on Facebook, we believe you are enjoying. If you are watching on TV, you are welcome on GH1 TV, your best experience. And if you are listening on Ultimate 106.9, this is the best quiz you can have in town. Exploring that brings us to the end. Now, you have 4 parts. You will go to the board, divide the board into 2, maximize the space. I just need brief answers, very short, concise, no long essays for me. Maximize the space and then provide your solution. Please go and present to us your solution. Let's give it up to them as they present their solution.
beyond borders. Know your level.
106.9 Ultimate FM.
It's crazy on this.
It started from 120 schools last November, and we've pruned down to just 4 of them. And it's about getting to know the best 4. And the best 4, we are only going to know if we know the one who is the smartest students all around, not just in the classroom. Somebody who's able to tell who a minister is and which kind of minister we show during the audiovisuals bit. So it promises to be fun, and we're looking forward to having the best of a competition on the 20th at the CAS Auditorium. See you there.
I think for us as a brand, the Ultimate brand, this is one of the most exciting outdoor events we've had. And we've had a couple of encounters with the senior high schools. But in terms of education and an educative program, the Ultimate High School Quiz has been one of the most promising. I think that from the preliminaries to the round of 24, the quarterfinals and the semi-final, we've seen some really, really stiff competitions. And we are very, very proud to say that this is one of the most educative quiz programs we have in this country. And what makes it unique is that it focuses on the arts. We've seen some really, really strong competition from what we may consider as the dark horses, which is Pakoso, coming in very strongly. Unfortunately, they had to, be eliminated. But then we've seen that it's not just about the science and the maths, but there are certain schools whose strength is the arts. And that is what the focus of this quiz is. The finals promises nothing but excitement, some fun, and the schools have all promised that they are going to do their best. We are looking forward to a very competitive finals. The 4 schools that have all qualified have proven beyond reasonable doubt that they deserve to be there. And we all look forward to the finals. After the finals, we look forward to bigger and better things with this quiz, because we believe that this quiz is a quiz that is made for the future. It's a quiz that will bring the best out of our art students, and also a quiz that will showcase the best in terms of arts in our school.
The Ultimate High School Quiz Competition. Praise beyond borders.
We are ready to go. Let's see what I was expecting from you, and then we'll come to what the schools presented to us. Now, for the logic list, the first one, the odd one out was wrong. Second odd one out was head. Third odd one out, neck. Fourth odd one out, booklet. And 5 odd one out is strike. For the B part, 1 was imperative, 2 was interrogative, 3 interrogative, 4 declarative, 5 imperative, 6 exclamatory, 7 imperative, 8 declarative, 9 declarative, and 10 interrogative. And then for the C part, the abstract noun, I was expecting peculiarity, gallantry, sterility, candor or candor, valiant. And then the last part, the elephants, trumpets or roars. And then the second part, laughs or screams. The third, bleats. And the fourth, howl, yell or cry. And now, let's look at Phomena Amas. Now, for the first part, Phomena managed to score 4. The second part, they had 5 out of 5. And then, the C part, they had all wrong. And the D part, they had all wrong. So, in all, Phomena makes 9 out of 15. Let's give it out to Phomena. St. Hubert's. For the first part, St. Hubert made 4 out of 5. The second part, they made 5 out of 5. And then the last part, they had all wrong. And then the D part, they had only 2 correct. Now, in all, they make 10.5 marks. 10.5 marks. Armed Forces. First part made 4 out of 5. Second part, 5 out of 5. And the C part, or the third part, they had everything wrong. And the D, they had all correct, 2.5. In all, they made 11.5 for Armed Forces. And then Opokuwari School. First part, 5 out of 5. Second part, 5 out of 5. The third part, they had 1.5 there, and then the last part, they had all correct. In all, they made 13.5 for Opokuwari School. And now this brings us to the end of the round of English language. Let's give it up to the contestants. Let's give it up to the contestants. And then in a while, I'll go to the score master for the scores at the end of round 1. Remember, this is Ultimate High School Quiz Grand Finale. Who takes the crown? So we'll have the scores in a jiffy.
Yes. So at the end of round 1, the finale for the Ultimate High School Quiz, in no particular order, this is the results in the order of sitting arrangements. Opokuwari School, 27.5 points. St. Hubert, 32.5 points. Armed Forces, 21.5 points. And Phomena Amas, 21 points.
All right. Thank you very much. At this point in time, we move on to the second round, and we allow 1 substitution for social studies. So let's give it out to the contestants as they effect the substitution for social studies. All right, we are ready for the second round, which is the round of social studies. Contestants who just joined us, can you please introduce yourself? Please, Opokuwari School, the contestants.
Nana Edupokwa Sabri.
All right, let's give it out to him. St. Hubert.
Stephen Boaf.
Let's give it up to him.
Sikwe Inayele Juliana.
Kankam Omar Farouk.
All right. We are ready to go. Now, I'm going to read out a definition, and then you tell me the term or the technical term for that particular definition I would give. Questions are transferable for a bonus of 1 point in 10 seconds. If it is a major question, you have 15 seconds to answer. I start with you, St. Hubert's. St. Hubert's Seminary. The individual differences in characteristics, patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving is referred to as
Emotion.
come again?
Emotion.
It is not emotion.
Personality.
Personality is correct. Personality is correct. Armed forces. Major question to you. Please quiet. The ideal version of yourself created out of what you have learned from your life experiences, the demands of society, and what you admire in your role models is termed the idealized version of yourself created out of what you have learned from your life experiences, the demands of society, and what you admire in your role model is termed
Informal education.
Come again?
Informal education. Informal education.
It is not correct. Try again.
Socialization.
It is not correct. Formula bonus to you.
Ideal self.
Correct for 1 point. Formula, I come to you. Permit me to ask you the form of education that deals with the integral preparation of an individual in life. Aspects such as childcare, family relationship, and budget in order to be a responsible citizen is known as the form of education that deals with the integral preparation of an individual in life. Aspects such as childcare, family relationship, and budget in order to be a responsible citizen is
family life education.
Come again.
Family life education.
Correct for 3 points. Opokuware School. OAS, the physical aspect of social and societal reality, which is grounded in objects created, used, kept, and left behind by the people to enjoy through ages, refers to the physical aspect of social and societal reality, which is grounded in objects created, used, kept, and left behind by the people to enjoy through ages, referred to
heritage. Heritage.
It is not heritage. Try again.
Physical heritage.
It is not physical heritage. St. Hubert, bonus to you. St. Hubert, bonus to you. 10 seconds. I pass. Armed forces.
Cultural heritage.
Cultural heritage. No. Yes.
Natural resources.
It is not. I was looking for material culture. Material culture. Material culture. I come to you again. St. Hubert. St. Hubert. St. Hubert. The bringing together of all individuals and various cultural units into one common society with a common sense of togetherness is termed
national integration.
Correct for 3 points. Armed forces. The qualitative qualitative and quantitative improvement in the standard of living of people in a given society is termed the qualitative and quantitative improvement in the standard of living of people in a given society is termed armed forces.
The question again.
The qualitative and quantitative improvement in the standard of living of people in a given society is termed
sustainable development. Economic development. Sorry.
It is not economic development. Yes, Famina.
Development.
Development is correct for 1 point. Famina, major question to you. The general level of prices relating to a range of everyday items or the amount of money needed to sustain a certain living standard by affording basic expenses is termed the general level of prices relating to a range of everyday items or the amount of money needed to sustain living standard by affording basic expenses is termed
inflation.
Come again.
Inflation.
It is incorrect. I pass. Opokuware.
Per capita income.
Come again.
Per capita income.
Disaster. St. Hubert's. No idea. All right. I was looking for cost of living. Cost of living. And the last one, Opokuware. The items which change their form in the production process of goods and services are known as the items which change their form in the production process of goods and services are known as
circulating capital.
Correct. 4-3. Points. And now you tell me whether the following sentences I'm making are true or false. St. Hubert, permit me to start with you again. Cash, raw materials, and stocks are categorized under circulating capital. True or false? Cash, raw materials, and stocks are categorized under circulating capital. True or false? True. True. It's true. True. Answers. Polyandry allows all but women to marry more than a spouse. Polyandry allows all but women to marry more than a spouse. True or false?
False.
It is false. It is false. Correct. Formula under the PNDC law 111. If the intestates survived by a parent and a child only, half of the property is given to the surviving child. True or false? False. False. It is correct. An expectant mother is a social parent. False. An expectant mother is a social parent. True or false?
False.
It is false. It is false. St. Hubert's. Your major question. A lactating mother is a social parent. True or false? A lactating mother is a social parent. True or false? True. My brother, it is false. Armed forces. Diplomatic immunity prevents the realization of rule of law. Diplomatic immunity prevents the realization of rule of law. True or false?
True.
It is true. It is true. Formula. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah is a founding father of the non-aligned movement. True or false?
True.
It is true. It is true. Opokuware. Formal or Western education is the only cause of societal change in Ghana. True or false? Formal or Western education is the only cause of societal change in Ghana. True or false?
False.
It is false. It is false. And that takes us to our riddles. Opokuware, let's hear your bell. St. Hubert's. Armed Forces. Formula. I am going to read out certain specific clues. Should you get the riddle at first clue, you earn for yourself 5 marks. A second clue, 4 marks. Any other clue gives you 3 marks. All the best to the 4 of you. I have my origin from the Reformation Parliament of the 16th century. During the rule of Charles II, I was the primary means by which new members entered the House of Commons. Opokuware.
Democracy.
It is not democracy. Formula T.I.M.A.S.
Feudalism.
Come again.
Feudalism.
My brother, it is not true. Let's move on. I am crucial to both majority and minority parties of every democracy. I become significant only when there is a vacancy to fill. In Ghana, I have been characterized by violence in most of my instances. Armed Forces.
By-election.
By-election is correct for 3 points. By-election is correct for 3 points. Second riddle. I was first used in the 19th century but gained prominence in the 21st century to criticize populist governments. I am employed to negatively describe various governments around the world. As a word, I am derived from the Greek words kakistos and formula T.I.M.A.S.
Kakistocracy.
Correct for 3 points. Kakistocracy. The third riddle. I was introduced during the First World War. Armed Forces.
League of Nations.
Formula sorry.
League of Nations.
Come again.
League of Nations.
My brother, it is not League of Nations. Armed Forces. Disaster. Let's go on. I was introduced during the First World War. Germany and France were the first to introduce anything of mankind to increase state revenue. Opokuware.
International Labour Organization.
Come again.
International.
My brother, never. Yes, I was introduced in the late. You rang the bell, St. Hubert's.
Industrial Revolution.
I was looking for value added tax, VAT. That is what I was describing, VAT. If you had waited for the last, you would have heard, as a tax form, I am added to each stage of the supply chain and all that. But I was looking for VAT. And the last riddle. I have become a measure of the performance of various governments of the economy. I include factors such as income, gross domestic products, economic and political stability, environmental quality, climate and safety. I am closely related to quality of life. Formula TIMAS.
Standard of living.
Standard of living is correct. Is correct. For 3 marks. 3 marks. And that brings us to the end. For the scores at the end of social studies. From here, we move on to general knowledge.
At the end of round 2, these are the results. Opokuwari School, 9. St. Hubert Seminary, 9. Armed Forces Senior High Technical, 9. Formina T.I. Amas, 17. 17.
All right. Thank you very much. At this point in time, quiet please. At this point in time, we allow one substitution for general knowledge. Let's give it up to them as they take their seats. All right. Thank you very much. Please, quiet. Quiet, please. Quiet, please, quiet. You are listening live on Ultimate 106.9 and watching live on TH1 TV, your best experience, and you are watching live on Facebook. The finals of the Ultimate High School Quiz competition. Let's go to the contestants who just joined us for a brief introduction. Opokuwari. Let's give it up to him. St. Hubert's.
Calvin Akapi.
Armed Forces.
Edu Daniel.
Formina T.I. Amas.
Akshay Bernard.
And we are ready to roll. Please, audience, can you give us some silence? We beg you. Let's enjoy the competition. Make the noise when they get the question correct, but give us the silence to ask and answer the questions. I start with you, Armed Forces. And the preamble is to all schools. Questions are transferable. Major question is worth 3 points. In 15 seconds, bonus is worth 1 point in 10 seconds. The legislature of Ghana has had several speakers of parliament before the Fourth Republic. Give the speaker of Ghana's parliament for the following years I will indicate to you. The legislature of Ghana has had several speakers before the Fourth Republic. Give the speakers of Ghana's parliament for the years I will indicate to you. Armed Forces, 1971 to 1981. 71 to 81.
Say Emmanuel Christ.
Come again.
Say Emmanuel Christ.
It is not correct. Come again.
Hackenberg, Randolph Griffiths.
Correct for 3 points. Formula Amas. 1969 to 1971. 1969 to 1971. Formina.
Joseph Asidu.
It is not correct. Last attempt. I pass. Opokuware.
Carl Randolph Griffith. Carl Randolph Griffith.
It is not correct. St. Hubert.
Joseph Richard Asidu.
I pass. Armed Forces.
Sir Akokosa.
It is not correct. I was looking for Niama Olenu. Niama Olenu. I come to you, Opokuware School. 1965 to 1966. Speaker of Parliament.
Sir Emmanuel Charles Quist.
It is not Quist. Last attempt. Last attempt. St. Hubert, a bonus to you. St. Hubert.
Joseph Richard Asidu.
Joseph
Richard Asidu.
My brother, never. Armed Forces.
Mensa Saba.
Never. Formina. Any idea? And Formina says, no idea. I was looking for Kofi Asante Ofori Atta. St. Hubert's. And the last one to you under this preamble. Yours, 1960 to 1965.
Sir Charles Emmanuel Quist.
It is not Emmanuel Charles Quist.
Akiwumi Molade Augustus. Akiwumi Molade Augustus.
It is not correct. Armed Forces. 60 to 65. No idea. Formina.
Richard Joseph Watson.
Richard
Joseph Watson.
Joseph
Watson.
Richard Joseph
Asidu.
Joseph Asidu. I'll give you 1 point. I will give you 1 point. Now, preamble. Armed Forces. I start with you again. The government of Ghana has created 6 new regions. Your task is to provide the constitutional instruments, the CI, that established the following regions. Example, Bono East was established by CI 113. Armed Forces, Oti region.
CI 112.
Correct for 3 points. Formula TIMAS, Western North region. Western North. Formula.
CI 114.
It is not CI 114. Last attempt.
CI 116.
CI 116 is not correct. Opokuware.
CI 115.
It is not correct.
CI 111.
My brother, not correct. Formula, sorry, Armed Forces.
Hello.
CI 114.
It is not CI 114. It is CI 117. And now, I come to you, Opokuware School. Yours, Savannah region. Savannah region.
CI 114.
It is not CI 114.
CI 115.
CI 115 is correct for 3 points. St. Hubert. The last one to you. Northeast region. Northeast region.
CI 114.
CI 114 again.
CI 116.
CI 116 is correct for 3 points. And now we move on to the next preamble. The next preamble. You are to provide the number of districts under each of the regions, the new regions I would give you, the number of districts under them. Example, Oti region has 7 districts. Questions are transferable. Armed Forces. Bono East. Bono East, Armed Forces.
11.
11 is correct. Formula. Ahafo region.
6.
Ahafo region. 6 is correct. Opokuwari. Western North region. OAS. Western North.
5.
It is not 5.
7.
7 is correct. St. Hubert. Savannah. Savannah region.
8.
It is not 8. Last attempt.
5.
My brother. It is not 5. Armed Forces. Savannah.
Hello. 12.
It is not 12. Formula.
9.
9 is correct. 9 is correct. And the last, before we go to the riddles, days. Ghana's parliament has passed the Public Holidays Amendment Bill 2018 into law. Some of the holidays have been expunged, whilst new ones have been introduced. Now, within some of the new ones which have been created, Armed Forces, which day has been set aside as Constitution Day?
7th January.
7th January is correct. Formula. Founders Day. Founders Day. Founders Day. Formula.
21st September.
It is not 21st September. Try again. I pass. Opokuwari. Founders Day. Ten seconds. Opokuwari says no idea. St. Hubert's.
4th August.
4th August is correct for 1 point. Correct for 1 point. Opokuwari School. Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Day. Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Day.
21st September.
Correct for 3 points. Correct for 3 points. And the last one, St. Hubert, African Union Day. African Union Day.
25th May.
Come again.
25th May.
25th May is correct. Is correct. We move on to riddles. You are answering by ringing the bell if you know the answer to the clue. Should you get it at first clue, you earn for yourself 5 marks, second clue 4 marks, any other clue 3 marks. And please, audience, silence. I was established in 1974 by the National Redemption Council decree. Armed Forces.
Association Football.
I don't even know what you are talking about, my brother. I don't know. All right. Let's go on. I was established in 1974 by the National Redemption Council Decree 241. I am primarily forming.
Operation Feed Yourself.
My brother, feed yourself. And let's continue. Yes, Opokuware. Please don't switch off the microphone. Maintain it.
NCCE.
NCCE. My brother, it is not correct. Let's go on. Yes, Sir Sahus, you rang the bell.
To feed your industries.
Operation Feed Your Industries. You are creating one. And now, you've all answered? Oh, okay. But let me go on for the benefits, just for academic purposes. I am primarily concerned with the coordination and facilitation of youth development issues in Ghana. My headquarters is within the Azuma Nelson Sports Complex in Accra. I have 3 key state development organizations under my auspices, and they include National Youth Employment Program, National Service Secretariat, and Ghana Youth Employment and Entrepreneurial Development. I fall directly under the Ministry of Youth and Sports and have been the brain behind the National Youth Policy of Ghana. I was looking for the NYA, National Youth Authority. Unfortunately, you won't allow me to continue. Let's go on. I am a Ghanaian lawyer and politician. I am the first deputy speaker of the Fourth Republic of Ghana. Armed Forces. Freddie Blay is correct for 4 points. 4 points. And the third riddle. I was instrumental to the British Royal Air Force during World War I. A redevelopment plan launched in 1956 by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was the beginning of my permanent creation. My renaming in 1969 sparked a lot of controversy in the country. In 2016, I was upgraded to be able to handle 5 million passengers a year and installed with a new state-of-the-art facility capable of handling 1,250 passengers per hour. My new terminal was opened. St. Hubert's.
Railway.
Come again.
Railway.
It is not railway. Yes, Armed Forces.
Kotoka International Airport.
Correct for 3 points. And the last riddle. And the last riddle. Contestants. Let's go to the score master for the scores at the end of round 3.
And let's have some silence, please. At the end of round 3, these are the results. In no particular order. Opokuware School, 9. Opokuware. Hubert Seminary, Sahus, 7. Sahus, 7. Armed Forces Senior High Technical, 24. And Pomena TI Amas, 5. I repeat, 5 for TI Amas.
All right. Thank you very much. And we now move on to quiet. Armed Forces, please, quiet. We now move on to the last round, and we will determine the winner of the Ultimate High School Quiz Competition. You are watching live on GH1 TV, listening live on Radio Ultimate 106.9, and then watching live on Facebook as well. Please. Quiet, please. All right. We allow one substitution for audio visuals. Audio visuals. And now, quiet, audience. Audience, please, quiet. Audience, quiet. This is destiny-defining moments. Quiet, please. Please respect the audience watching at home. Respect the audience listening on radio. The competition is not for you alone, please. All right, contestants who just joined us, brief introduction.
I am Aloma to Michael Aram, year 2.
Give it out to him. St. Hubert's.
Adam Smith.
Armed Forces.
Samson Sekoju Benedict.
And then, Formina. All right. And please follow me. We move on to identification of forts in Ghana. Forts in Ghana. I start with you, Formina. I have 7 different options. You pick your number, we'll show it to you, and then you identify it for us. Should you get it wrong, I transfer. Maximum 15 seconds to identify it. If it is a bonus, it is only 10 seconds for 1 point. From 1 to 7. From
3. And so shall it be for 3. Fourth, 3. Formula. Identify this fort. Fort Patience.
Come again.
Fort Patience.
It is not correct.
Fort Sebastian.
It is not Fort Sebastian. I pass. Opokuwari.
Castle.
Come again.
Elmina Castle.
It is not even a castle. Yes, St. Hubert's.
This called fort.
My brother, it is called fort. We know. What is the name of that fort? I pass. Armed Forces.
Fort Williams.
This is not Fort Williams. I was looking for Fort Antonio. Saint Antonio. It was built by the Portuguese in 1515 and it is at Azim. Yes. I come to you, Opokuwari School. 3 is out. 6. And so shall it be for Opokuwari School. 6. Opokuwari, identify this fort located in Ghana.
Fort Saint Pedro.
My brother, don't give any saint to this fort. St. Hubert's. Bonus.
Fort Williams.
It is not Fort Williams. Armed Forces, no idea. Formina, any idea?
Fort Patience.
This is not Fort Patience, my brother. You are creating another fort. Okay. I started with you, Opokuware. Fort Orange, located off Secondees Harbour in the Western region. Fort Orange. Sahus. 3 is out, 6 is out.
5.
5 for St. Hubert's. 5 for St. Hubert's. Identify this old looking fort.
Fort Williams.
My brother, this is not Fort Williams.
Cape Coast Castle.
It is not even a castle. Armed Forces.
The Asha Fort.
Asha Fort is correct. Asha Fort is correct. Okay. Quiet, please. Okay, so quiet. My technical team tells me I have to change it because the name is showing. All right, that's cool. 5 out. Please quiet. There's a technical team working, so please quiet. So
GH1 TV, your best experience.
Now, did you know that your skin is the largest organ of the body, and your refusal to take care of it makes you more prone to all kinds of infections, especially because it serves as the primary barrier against these infections? Now, this is what happens. Cracks appear on your skin, and it makes it easier for anything to permeate. And so, if you're one of those people who barely takes good care of their skin, then this show is for you. And I'm really excited because this is the debut Wednesday edition of the Late Afternoon Show. We've started the 3 days a week show, and I hope that you enjoy today, and most importantly, you learn from it. We're live on GH1 TV and also streaming live on Facebook. Just follow GH1 TV or like the page, and you can watch us wherever you are in the world. Also on DSTV channel 361. My name is Berla Mundi, and this show is proudly brought to you by Nish Chocolate, Taste of Ghana. And today we'll be talking about Vaseline as well. I have some professionals in the house, and I introduce you to them in just a bit. Special thanks going out to Saki Cole for styling me for today. First up, let's find out what's been trending all day on Around the World.
Ministry of Food and Agriculture says it is looking to cut down imports of rice by 50% as well as end the importation of tomato this year. Deputy Minister for the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, George Odro, said the government is working to cut the levels of food imports significantly. According to him, efforts to expand irrigation projects, the introduction of mechanization are among the efforts to help boost production. President Akufo-Addo says his government will do its best to address the growing phenomenon of impunity and lawlessness in the country. He said the state will ensure strict application of the law.